Hi, my name's Raeann Gutierrez. I was a former Gear Up student. I graduated from East High School in 2012, and then I later attended CSU Pueblo, and I actually just graduated from there last fall. I was a sociology major, so what I do now is my career. I am the Denver Scholarship Foundation advisor for CSU Pueblo. So my work there consists of working with DSF scholars that are on campus, and I also go up to Denver several times per semester to go recruit students from Denver public school high schools up there. So a little bit about myself. When I was a Gear Up student, so I'm first generation, and I kind of went through the whole first generation experience like other students do, but I had sort of the typical first generation experience like many other students do. My parents didn't know very much about college, so I kind of did it, a lot of it on my own really, and along with the assistance of my Gear Up advisor, who was Monica Moore. So she really helped me get through the process of applying to college and getting scholarships and doing all the financial aid pieces of it. So I was set to go, and I actually graduated from East pretty high in my class. I was fourth, and I thought I wanted to major in nursing at first. And I got to CSU Pueblo and started classes and everything. I figured out that I didn't want to do nursing, and I wasn't really sure what my backup plan was because I thought I had it all figured out going in. And the reason why I was in that position is I did concurrent enrollment in high school. So I actually attended Pueblo Community College for my last 2 years of high school, and ended up graduating with an associate's degree under my belt as well as my high school diploma. So I had a lot of credits going in, and I thought I was ahead of the game. And then once I got to CSU Pueblo and figured everything out, I actually went through some personal experiences as well, and kind of stopped going to school for a year. So I was kind of struggling with that and figuring out what I wanted to do, and even if I was going to go back to school at all. And so throughout that whole year while I was not at school, I was working a full-time job for a minimum wage at a local gas station. And at that time I thought I was making a lot of money, but it turns out I really wasn't. And so while I was through that process, I was figuring out that this shouldn't have been my final destination, and this isn't what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So I ended up going back to school and reaching out to my Gear Up advisor. So we got everything set up. I enrolled in classes for spring 2014, and I ended up majoring in sociology with an emphasis in criminology. Started taking classes, and the very first week of school I went through yet another personal struggle and lost my job at that gas station, which at the time I thought was very devastating, but looking back, it was probably one of the best things that has happened to me thus far in my life, just because I had time to focus on school and do what I really wanted to do. And that semester that I went back, I ended up getting a 4.0. So I came back and found out that I was still successful in school, and that really helped me build up my excitement to stay in school and finish it out. So after that whole ordeal and getting back in school, I ended up deciding that I wanted to just get the rest of my school done and get it out of the way as soon as I can. So I ended up enrolling in summer classes as well and took a full load. I actually took, I believe it was 16 credit hours. So on top of the 16 credit hours, I also did an internship at our district attorney's office here in town. And I also had another job that I was working part-time as well. So I was pretty busy. I was going to school full-time for about 5 to 6 hours a day and doing an internship for another 5 to 6 hours and going and working at night, getting home at 11 at night and pretty much doing the same thing all over again at 8 in the morning every day for the summer. So I busted that out during the summer, was successful in that, passed all my classes, did well in my internship, and then went into fall, and that was going to be my last semester. So I finished last fall and graduated with my bachelor's in science for sociology. So During my last semester, I actually got another job, which kind of led me to the position where I am now. I was working with Trio Upward Bound at CSU Pueblo, and I was a senior advisor for them, so I worked with a lot of high school seniors here in Pueblo and helped them with the application process and financial aid and everything that they needed to do for college to get ready for that. And so while I was working there, I still kept in close contact with my Gear Up advisor, who was also working at CSU Pueblo too, with other Gear Up students. And after I graduated, she kind of led me into the direction of this job that I have now, and referred me to our boss for this position with the Denver Scholarship Foundation. So I started this job at the beginning of this school year in 2015. And I've been doing it since February, so I have my feet in the water now, and I actually had a very successful first semester with them. I built a lot of good relationships with my students, and we got some pretty high retention rates that semester, and so now I'm here, and it's a fall semester now, and I'm sort of coming full circle now, and I'm in the recruiting season, and it's been a lot of fun, and I'm definitely not where I was expecting to be a few years ago, but I'm really enjoying myself, and I think a lot of this has to do with the fact that I was a Gear Up student and all that they've helped me to become, and I don't think that I would have been as successful if I weren't in this program. So throughout school, I received the Gear Up scholarship, so that really helped out my financial situation while I was attending CSU Pueblo. I know that if I didn't have that scholarship, I definitely would have struggled a lot paying for school, just because I was first generation and my parents, they're considered low income, so that really helped me out a lot. And then through my summer semester that I did at CSU Pueblo, Colorado Challenge and DSF actually paid for my entire tuition and fees that semester, so I took a full load of classes that summer without having to take a penny out of my pocket. So that really helped me out as well, and really brought down my financial burdens as well. Like I said, I had the Gear Up scholarship all throughout school, and it's really helped me be successful and not have to worry about any financial struggles that I would have had, unlike another student who may have not been in the Gear Up program or didn't have any other scholarships. So I had my Gear Up advisor with me throughout high school as well as college. So Mrs. Moore actually helped me get through the entire process of college, I guess I could say, but so having her support there, I think, is another thing that helped me be really successful, because she helped me stay on track with what I needed to do, made sure I had all the credits that I needed, and helped me figure out my 4-year plan for college and being done on time. And then there were times as well where I needed help with financial aid, as far as being verified that I was eligible for financial aid, and she helped me through that entire process as well. So I'm not sure that I would have been able to do that on my own. It definitely would have been very difficult to figure out, but I'm really glad that I had her assistance through my entire time at CSU Pueblo, because I know I probably would still be going to school right now if it weren't for her help. So I'm very grateful for all that she's done for me.